Matt, Overland Squared, and pretty excited today. We are heading up to Slaughterhouse Gulch. Uh, been kind of looking at some places to do one last kind of like off-road shakedown, and this is what I chose. It's only about 45 minutes from my house here in Bailey, Colorado, and reason why I picked it. It's early Monday morning, about I don't know, probably 9 a.m., something like that. And I kind of chose this place because it shows a difficulty of like 5 out of 10. Watched a lot of videos on it. Little shout out to Colorado Mall Crawlers for their trail guides. And it seems like if there's something that I don't think I can do, I'm not worried about what the Jeep can do. It's more than capable. This is all about me. So seems like all the difficult areas have bypasses, and so I'm just going to kind of go up here and tool around for a little bit and get some practice in, to put it another way. Funny thing is, like, I'm nervous, and I've been in burning buildings, and owned a IMCA dirt mod and raced cars and done some pretty intense things in my life, and I'm amazed at how anxious I am, and so I'm really looking forward to it. I wasn't sure how I was going to play this off in this video, like calm and cool, or that's just not authentic. I think anyone who's a beginner like me, if you're watching this, or even if you're a seasoned vet out here, we all go through that kind of like anxiety, or that anticipation. I'm not sure what really to call it, but was a little surprised that it's had an effect on me like that. So we'll see how it goes. Now, just prior to the start of this section of the road, there is a large parking lot. It was what's in the beginning of the video. Great place to go ahead and air down if you're pulling trailers, camper, whatever. Plenty of space to set up and have a base camp for this trail. As we make our way up what I would consider the starting point of the gulch, where you decide clockwise, counterclockwise. This road is very basic. The entire trail on Onyx Off-Road is listed as difficult. 5 out of 10, 2.5 hours total time, distance of 8.4 miles. The high point in elevation is 9,812 feet. One of the nice things about it is a loop, so it's kind of new terrain for the most of the trip. This section of road that we're on right now is pretty well maintained, and I take an optional route just for a little bit of extra practice. And when I got done with the route, and I was feeling pretty good about myself, and it's only probably 50, 60 feet of a rocky climb, a Subaru Outback was heading out from here. Now, I definitely would say that once you hit the loop, it could be considered difficult, even with the bypasses. right, we made it to the trailhead for Slaughterhouse Gulch, where you're going to take it counterclockwise. Seems to be the recommended route. But you can see it starts off with a nice little climb, and like I said, it's been a long time since I've been this nervous, excited, geeked up about doing something. So checking with you along the way. I'd seen quite a bit of info, people say that this isn't like a very scenic trail. So far I'd have to disagree. I mean, I might just be a sucker for nature, but a lot of wildflowers out right now, and going up this climb, it's rather pretty. A lot of dispersed campsites headed in, and this would actually be something I might consider coming up here and spending a night or two. We'll see how it goes. I may never come back here again, but I doubt that. So yeah, to me it's been a nice drive in. After a short climb, you start the drop in. This is a long, straight stretch of descent. Pick a gear that your vehicle will let you use the transfer case so that you're not burning up your brakes or overusing them. Let it crawl its way down. I did this in early to mid-July, and this is actually a gulch, so as I went through it was pretty dry. I've seen a lot of videos where it can be muddy, wet, a lot more water down here. So keep that in mind when you're planning a trip. Soon after this point is when you start to hit the obstacles of this trip. Up till now, pretty easy, nice drive. Uneven, rocky terrain, very doable. Then you start getting to the optional sections. Love this part of the video because it shows kind of the depth of the gulch that you're in, which also, like I said, could be pretty wet. One of the reasons I wanted to come and do it on a day when there wouldn't be a lot of people, and is I can kind of take my time, get out, look at some stuff, come up with a plan, not feel pressured. So this is what we're going to try. But there is a bypass right below it. I think my line is going to go just to the side of that large set of rocks and kind of climb up on this passenger side tire. Let's see what it does. Wow, that was fun. This Jeep's a machine. Line was perfect, picked up right when I went off. I did kill it once. But I'm sorry, I'm excited. It's a blast. The GoPro battery's about dead, so gonna charge it up and hopefully get some more footage with it as we get to some of these obstacles. But I'll use the handheld as much as I can, and you know, it wouldn't be an adventure if there weren't challenges, but that's how it goes. I think for sure one of the things I'm gonna have to do is get bigger memory cards and an extra battery, but we'll take care of that when we get done. And I think this is the non-bypass way, and this is a pretty steep little climb, so we're gonna go first gear and just crawl it up. I think I've got a spot picked out where I can make my line, and we'll see how it goes. Well, that didn't take long. You're right back in another climb. And I actually do think this one I am on the bypass. So we'll see what it looks like when we get up top. Maybe we'll, if we can navigate this and head down and then back up. Let's see. I'm just gonna take a peek at this. Now we came up the bypass, and we're actually sitting at the top. Now this one, I mean, that right there is a challenge. It's one of those times when a spotter would be super nice. It's got two big kind of rock sections, and I think this one I'm okay with taking the bypass on for now. I may regret that choice later, at least not giving it a run. But I think I'd need a spotter.
these 3 sections were really fun. Kind of rolly obstacles that really let the Jeep flex. Love these videos just because it shows the capability of disconnecting a sway bar, and had a blast doing this. Kind of the last section on the climb out of the gulch. Fun little area. You can pick your line through it. Not rocky. It does have some areas that are going to flex your rig. Again, really fun section. Just as a heads up, as you head back down to the parking lot, don't get complacent. There are a few rock drops that kind of caught me off guard.
So far, I think we only skipped out on one section with the way that one went. Maybe the other one wouldn't have been so bad, but still think I made the right shout and didn't push too hard. Well, guys, dang, that was a good time. We're just about to the fork where you go clockwise or counterclockwise, and aside from the one bypass, which it's gonna chew me up a little bit. If you're watching and you're from Colorado and you ever want to come out and you need somebody to go with and you can spot, I'm not gonna be a great spotter yet, but leave it in the comments, man. I'd love to get out with some people who can teach me the ropes. I think skill-wise I'm coming along, and still have a healthy sense of what I can and can't do. But as far as the Jeep goes, I think it can do a lot more than I can. That's for sure. We officially made it. Slaughterhouse Gulch. First time. Pretty excited. Pretty freaking excited. That was a blast. Now we do have the rest of this road that kind of brings you to this fork. And that includes I can't remember where the drop-in was. Anyway, if there's more to film, I'll film it. But I'll probably have this stupid ass grin on my face the entire time. But thanks for joining. If we don't get any more footage, as always, hit the like and the subscribe and help the channel out. And as always, be safe. See you on the trail.